my Uncle Sam was the fun uncle, the funkle. And Aunt Jan was fun. And so I thought I'd come up here and have
Get a little closer.
get a little closer. I'll eat this thing if you want me to. I thought I was going to be a little overdressed, but I think I nailed it. Sam taught me how to tie this knot. I haven't been able to take these pants off for 5 years. Anyway, I thought I'd come up here and share some stories about my Uncle Sam, because he is very special to me, and my Aunt Jan. And I want to start off with a shocker. I don't know, are there grandkids out there of Sam and Jan's? Great-grandkids?
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to know that your Uncle Sam is a rabbit killer. Now, you might think, well, yeah, he hunted rabbits. I would hunt with him rabbits, but no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Cain and Abel type of killing. Because one of the earliest stories I remember about Sam is he was out in the front yard with his scraggly little sisters. Sorry, man. And they were picking dandelions or something to eat that night for dinner. They were poor. And a rabbit jumped up, and Sam had a broomstick in his hand. And he didn't throw it like a spear, he just flung it, Aboriginal style. And it hit that rabbit and killed it, didn't it? The rabbit ran right into that stick. You weren't trying to kill it, were you? Now you'd think those little sisters would be shocked and be crying. Sam, that's our yard rabbit. We see him every day. He's so cute and fluffy, and you killed him, you murderer. But no, they weren't. They ran over there, they dropped those dandelions, they said, we're having meat tonight. And I've tried all my life to kill a rabbit with a stick, but all I've done is hit sides of cars and windows. My brother Jeff's shins, my granny something shins, so I just had to give it up. One of my earliest memories of Aunt Jan is we were at Lake Wapapella and I was standing up in waist deep water. That's about as far out as my mom would let me get. I was only about 4, and I couldn't swim. And all of a sudden, Aunt Jan walks by and she's putting on this swim cap and snapping it. And when she gets deep enough, she just leans forward and starts swimming. And I thought, wow, she's going to swim all the way to that pylon, that buoy, in the swim zone. That's amazing. Well, she didn't. She ducked under the rope and she just kept on going. She disappeared over the curve of the earth. And I was scared to death I'd never see my Aunt Jan again. And Uncle Sammy said, Jimmy, she's going to swim to the other side of the lake and back. She'll be back. And so, I was watching and watching and watching. Sure enough, about 45 minutes later, she's coming up the sandy beach swim area. But I was sure worried there for a while. The shark might get you. Wapapella sharks. I have a lot of memories from the old house at West End Boulevard. I went by there, man, that street's nice now, isn't it? Got those parking lanes. And one time we showed up in the wintertime and Sam had made these sleds out of these fiberglass shells and these runners, I don't know, from a rocking chair or something. And I was so excited, but it was on hold because one of my cousins broke her arm on her, was it your first run down the hill? But see what a fun uncle he has. And the next time we're in the winter, there's this polar bear standing up in this tree. And Sam and Jan, and I guess you kids had built it, and it made it in the newspaper. And then one summer I was there, and Aunt Jan got a jar of peanut butter and a big stick, and she dabs it on the end of the stick, and she knocks the tree, and I'm like, what is she doing? And these squirrels come out of the tree and come down there and eat that peanut butter off that stick. Those were her pet squirrels. I was forbidden to be in the front yard with my BB gun. One time I was over there, and I have a lot of memories of my Aunt Jan being in the kitchen, her bare feet on that linoleum floor. Made a distinct sound, but you knew she was busy cooking up food. So one time I went out and played in the backyard down in the gorge. This is before Sam had built all the add-ons. That deep gorge that was like a black run at Aspen. You couldn't hardly climb back up the hill to get it. But I was down there and I saw Aunt Jan and Uncle Sam working on a canoe. They had it upside down. They were refiberglassing it and they were rolling out the stuff, and it was hot, so they had to work quick. And I was hot, so I went in to get a drink. And I was getting a drink. I turned around and Aunt Jan's in the kitchen. I go, man, she's fast. I go back outside after my drink, and she's back out there working on that, because it's hot and you got to work. And I go, man, she's quick. She's got kitchen chores and she's got canoe covering chores, and I kept seeing her in 2 different places, seconds apart, and nobody told me that she had a twin sister. Now that gorge was scary. I used to love to go down and get in those little woods down there and make my little forts, and I kind of hide from the big cousins. And but at the top of where it started, there was a big old tree, big old limb, and Uncle Sam had a big rope, looked like it came off the Titanic. And he'd throw that rope up over that limb, and then he'd do a slip knot. He'd jerk that rope and get up there, and it was just, and he had a board hooked to that rope that you could sit on. Well, as soon as you started down the rope swing, you were already 10 feet high. As soon as you let go of the precipice, and so you're swinging down in that gorge, and you're picking up speed, and you're going way up, and you think, oh, this is good enough, but no, not the adults. Not Sam, not my dad. You felt their fingers on the back of the board, and they give you a shove, and you get higher the next time, and you're puckering up pretty good by then. And you come back down, and they're jumping on their tiptoes to try to get that board and shove it again, and you're flying up there. Your feet are hitting the tree limbs on the other trees way down in the bottom of that gorge. 80 feet high if it was an inch. 200 miles an hour. It was way high on the pucker graph. If you had a spectrometer, it would have flown off the dial or snapped it off. I don't know which one or the other, if you know what I mean. I've never ridden an amusement park ride as scary as that rope Sam, and I've ridden a lot of them. Anytime I'm scared to get on an amusement park ride, I'm in line and I have a chance to get out, I don't. I stay in line because I just think of that rope swing. And I go, well, I got it.